And we are live, and by live, I mean we're pre-recording this in case we make any mistakes. We'll edit them down later, which of course we're not going to do because we're joined with the fantastic Ambrose Bragg, who is the practice lead for mobility here at 3i. He just got back from NRF. There's some pretty great stuff there we wanted to chat with you guys about, and hope we find this informative and educational. NRF, how was it, man? You went, it was good?
NRF was great.
It's the first year too, like post-COVID, that people really went to the show, because it was last year as well, but there was still some trepidation about travel. So this was like the first year it was kind of a bigger show, correct?
That's right.
2 floors?
2 floors. It was at the Javits Center in New York City. Took up both the bottom and the upper floor of the center. Mm-hmm. So every exhibitor booth was taken, and it was shoulder to shoulder, like almost everywhere. It was fantastic to see. Previously, from what I understand, a lot of the exhibitors were there. However, it was just light foot traffic from all the attendees, from all the retailers. So it was really great to see everyone there. Fantastic conversations. I think that there were 3 vendors that stood out, in my opinion. First being Coamtech, which I think you have some experience with Coamtech.
Yes, I for a while was I worked for Samsung Electronics in a past life, and we came across Coamtech a lot, and they're a great company. If you are in the market for any scanning solutions, definitely something to check out. You got a chance to talk to Coamtech. You met the president, correct, or the CEO?
President and CEO Han Jin Lee was there, so we had a great conversation. It was good to meet him for the first time.
Great guy.
Tara and David were also there. They had quite the selection of Coamtech products to see. So these are basically like wearable scanning devices. So they would be like on a glove. They also connect to mobile devices like a barcode sled, so then you would be able to scan.
Yeah, you're talking like on a Iron Man style, like point and shoot.
That's right. Yeah. So last mile delivery, inventory, so like verticals, distribution centers. Think of those like different verticals that would be used in.
Mm-hmm. And they have really strong partnerships with Samsung, which again is an awesome organization. I'm not saying that just because I used to work there, but it's an amazing organization, awesome products. We're going to talk about one of them shortly. Partnership with Google as well, Apple.
Partnership with Kyocera.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there you have it. What specifically? Also you were there with RAM mounts.
Yes.
The one and only. Shout out to Jake Parker and Dave Brin. What's up, guys? How are you?
Yeah, great job, guys. Their booth was great. I've lost track of how many times like participants are walking by and say, "Oh, I have that on my boat. I have RAM mount on my."
I have that on
my bicycle, or whatever the case is. So they're a very well-known brand. So Jake and David did a great job about. Oh yeah, thank you. That's great. That's where we started. That's how we were known. Come take a look at what we have to offer for the retail industry.
And actually, back here, you can't really see it very well. It's not on camera, but maybe on the wrong one. I'll get there. These are both RAM mounts, the GDS product, as well as this is GDS IntelliSkin. Sorry, IntelliSkin.
This is the Easy Roller. So this is powered, and so is the GDS set up here. So the big thing is like the GDS line for RAM is a way to mount a tablet in a vehicle. So
mobile device,
tablet, phone, those sort of things. So think like Samsung, Zebra, Honeywell, Apple, those devices. At NRF specifically, it was like, where can we mount this in the back of house? So forklift, warehouse rack, inventory cart. But these devices stay powered all the time. So this is like, think of a forklift, you're going to have the device mounted, you're going to have a keyboard, maybe a scanner. All that stuff is powered through the cradles with RAM using their GDS technology.
And then you also had a chance to sync up with Havas, correct?
Yes.
Formerly ENS. ENS was acquired by Havas, so ENS is now a Havas company. Or I think it's just Havas ENS, or just Havas.
I think now it's just straight like Havas. Yeah,
yeah.
the ENS name is gone. It's just like part of Havas now.
So I think when a lot of people think of Havas, they think of like public safety, like squad cars, those types of things. But through the acquisition of ENS, they actually have some really great warehouse product as well as retail products. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking to explore retail solutions in mobility. I think everybody has been. I just went to Starbucks earlier today to get coffee, and I went to the window to give her my card, and she's like, "Oh no, I'll hand this to you." And she took out like a machine and handed.
Yeah, it was like a credit card reader.
A credit card reader on like the longest cable known to mankind, and I was like, "It's like you might have just thrown it in the car. Like here, you do it." And I'm like, "All right." So there's probably a better way to do that, and when I say probably, I mean there is a better way to do that. You should check out Havas's retail products because they actually have solutions to be able to do that in a much more eloquent way. But you talked to Havas there, and they have some retail product.
Yeah, so front of house, they had a really good booth. They have so Kate Torrey, Debbie Bessemer, thank you very much. You guys gave me the tour of everything that you have, front of house and back of house. And I will say like that they have really nice, sleek looking front of house kiosks and point of sale systems. So it would be in a scenario where you would see in a corporate environment, a hospital, hospitality, high-end retail.
Yeah.
You would see these tablets or all-in-one machines in a nice single enclosure that looks like it's all made to work together.
Just one single product. Yeah.
Yeah. HP Engage is probably their best looking one. It's think of like a widescreen all-in-one device. It's vertical and then it's mounted to the enclosure. So it's all powered and connected. It looks really great.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's retail, especially like high-end retail, it's a difficult, especially if you've been to a retail store recently, like let's say over Christmas, it's a very difficult environment to do well in now. And if there's ever I think a vertical that kind of needs a makeover, retail is for sure one of those spaces. And you can do a lot with digital displays and digital kiosks. And I know my alma mater at Samsung has done stuff with that for years, and it's a great market to play in. So if you are looking for those types of solutions, Havas now has them as well. So definitely check those out.
There's universal ones too, like not necessarily just like HP. Don't get me wrong. So they have universal kiosks where you would put a tablet in, and maybe the enclosure even has space for a battery or power over Ethernet. So they do have some, entry level, like lower cost, but still versatile solutions, and then they have the higher end, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's HP Engage is the all-in-one device that they have with there. But I think whatever NRF in particular was showcasing a lot of what can you do. Can you do more with less? Can you do more things? Can you make things more self-sufficient? Can you make like automated checkouts a better experience? That was a big focus. The other focus was analytics, like who is in the store, how many people, what areas of the store are they in, and how long did they stay there looking at those products?
Yeah, heat map, that's a legit, very valuable bit of information because ultimately retail it's real estate, especially for like big box stores. Knowing where people go is a really valuable bit of information because you can technically, if you're putting people's products in there, you can actually charge more money for specific places in the store because they're hot spots where people go. And that's I think a lot of times people aren't aware of that when they go to a retail environment. It is a thing of like specific products go to specific places because they know there's foot traffic that's going to come across those places. So.
It's even back of house. So if they have a huge inventory in the back and they're saying like there's congestion in this area of the warehouse and it's slowing things down, like what do we need to do to improve our efficiencies?
Yeah,
in our warehouse.
But you have a Samsung XCover6 Pro.
Yes.
And then you're going to show that currently? I'm
going to show that in just a moment. So XCover6 recently released. I think it was like December.
Yep.
So this is about 3 years, nearly 3 years since the previous XCover release. But these are XCover devices are those found in like really rugged environments, warehousing and public safety, stuff for outdoor. They first came to be in 2011. This was back when HTC and Nokia were making a dozen phones a year, as well as Samsung. But the XCover series was really the first that was made. It was like almost like the on-the-job device.
Yeah.
It had the first one had a 3.5-inch screen, huge. had
Massive.
3-megapixel camera
Yep.
back then.
Can't photo anything.
No, 2G and 3G network. Remember that?
Super fast.
Blazing speeds.
No light on the back of the camera, so if you're in a dark environment, like, good luck. It was just no chance. But massive improvements.
But I mean, even back then, it was still impressive. I mean, it was the first really rugged device that they had. So now, moving fast forward, Q4 2022, Samsung releases the XCover6, and I'll show it here. I can pull this up. So this is the XCover6 Pro. And the thing with these devices are they have a lot of physical buttons. Where's the
Other side.
push to talk? So this is a configurable, you can configure this for push to talk or launching any specific application, maybe launching a scanning program. But this was just launched USB-C, as you can see, LED flashlight.
Replaceable battery.
Replaceable battery. All of the XCovers have been a replaceable, hot swappable batteries, as they say.
And this also, the first one, and I was making light of the fact that the first one was lacking some features, but this actually has one of my favorite features, which is Samsung DeX. And if you don't know what Samsung DeX is, it's a mobile desktop experience. I believe desktop experience is what it stands for. So you plug it in USB-C to HDMI, and it basically turns your phone into a mini computer. Typical workspace like you would have in a desktop environment. You know, Control V, Control C for copy paste, copy paste, Control C. I said that backwards. But the same thing, keyboard, mouse. It's basically a desktop window environment. Think of it kind of like almost like a thin client, but it's local on the device. So it's an awesome bit of technology and something that was very much needed. They also did a huge update to Samsung Knox on this. Correct? There's a new camera with scanning options, and there's Knox built in for management, which was a huge upgrade as well.
It has the Knox built in for management. It also has the scanning feature the scanning feature is a program from ScanDit. So it's very popular with like warehousing. Going back to the desktop experience, if you're familiar with Chromebooks, that's pretty much how it works. You can run a VDI off of this if you wanted to. So think like you could convert like a medical card into DeX and just not have a client and just run everything off of VDI. Public safety, this device is very popular with public safety, running e-citation inside of the vehicle. But at NRF, it was showcased on Coamtech. It was showcased with RAM mounts. So they have a variety of accessories that work with the XCover 6. What is it? So it's a 6.6-inch display, 6 gigs of RAM, Wi-Fi 6.
Yep.
And it runs on the 5G network, sub-6 gigahertz. So very fast. And then this is the first one to have, like you said, the DeX. So it's basically a flagship phone now.
Yeah.
Like you have the Note, you know how powerful that phone is.
Note 9, Note 10, I love those phones. I know they don't make them anymore. It's all in the S20. S22 is the new one?
I think S22 is the latest, and then they have the foldables now that have been
the
big.
Fold and the Z, awesome phones.
Right.
If you're looking for a badass flagship phone, that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
That's a technical term too, guys. Badass. That's I don't know if you knew that or not. And then I think for a call to action, to wrap this up for you guys, if you're looking for more information about any of these organizations, whether it be one of our strongest partners like RAM Mounts, or you're looking for something for a retail environment specific to like Havis with the acquisition of ENS. Scanning solutions, for example, with Coamtech, we can absolutely help you guys with that. So you can reach out to us. We have a new mobility inbox.
Yep, mobility at 3itech.com.
There you go.
Also, we have some more videos specifically for the XCover showing some push-to-talk and scanning of multi-factor identity solutions. So check out those too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have more of those, and we'll link to those in the description as we post these things and get those videos ready for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the internet. Bye.